Good morning, everyone. If everyone wants to just come and fill out the seats over here. I don't want this side of the room to feel lonely, so if you guys back there don't mind coming up over here. I promise this will be short and sweet. That is my promise. That is my holiday gift to you all. Short and sweet December meeting. You get to sit at the table. Come on, sit at the table. Sit at the table. Come on. We don't bite, I promise. No, we don't. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the December Borough Service Cabinet meeting. As you can see, today's meeting is just with city agency and government agency representatives. There are no district managers as part of the formal agenda for today. And that's for a very simple reason. As you know, this past year in 2015, we tried something new. We tried to alter the structure of the Borough Service Cabinet a little bit to give the district managers time to meet individually and not just with agencies every single month, to give them a chance to strategize and think about, talk about issues that they're facing across their districts, as well as set up time to have one-on-one meetings with certain agencies to really do deep dives in certain areas. And so in executing that strategy, we realized that we had not done the same thing with the agencies. The Borough Service Cabinet is really meant to be a collaborative body to coordinate service delivery issues and really address things that are happening across the borough, both on your perspectives, our perspective, and the community board's perspectives. And we really have not taken the time this year to really have a discussion with the agencies to see what issues or concerns or ideas or things that you want to be talking about or focusing about, and give you guys that opportunity. So today's meeting is partly designed to do that, so we'll talk about that briefly as well. And the second part of today is moving into 2016, we're going to be adopting a slightly different Borough Service Cabinet structure, hopefully one that'll make it easier for you all to get some stability in the schedules. I know sometimes it's hard to come to a meeting when you're not on the agenda and you don't have anything to present and you just sit here for an hour and a half and then you go back. I fully understand that and respect everyone's time. So what we're thinking about doing, and depending on the feedback I get from you guys today, which I hope or I imagine will be positive, we're going to switch to a structure where the full Borough Service Cabinet, meaning all the district managers, all the agencies that get invited, and any other special guests, are only going to meet 4 times a year, once per quarter. And the rest of the time, so there's 10 meetings total, we don't meet in July or August. The rest of the time will be district manager only meetings or meetings where we invite specific agencies to do deeper dives into ongoing issues. It might be one agency to cover 3 or 4 topics or whatever the agenda may require. But this way, not everyone has to be here every single month, sitting here and not playing an active role in the conversation. So hopefully that strikes a balance between giving the agencies a chance to be part of the service cabinet, as well as the district managers a chance to really address some of the concerns and issues that they're having as well. Part of that, and what that's going to require, I know oftentimes you all have different agenda items you want to put on the calendar, and sometimes you give me a lot of notice. Sometimes you say, hey, we have this coming up, we need to get it on the calendar next week or in 2 weeks. Shifting to this model is going to require us to do a little bit more forward planning on the agendas. As you can imagine, the quarterly meetings will probably be a little bit longer because we're going to have more people at the table. So to the extent that you know, or the extent that you have, or you can tell me now or in the next couple of weeks, or you just know in advance that you're going to need to come before the service cabinet, or you want to come before the service cabinet to talk about a project, an issue, or whatever, please give me as much advance notice as possible, because I'm going to try to save those 4 quarterly meetings for those types of presentations. Does that make sense? That make sense? Okay. Anyone have any questions about that, or concerns, or comments, or anything they want to share about that? So hopefully that gives you guys a bit more balance. You don't have to come to 4 meetings a year, and then if we get invited to other ones for special purposes, and that shouldn't be as burdensome as it's been in the past. Anyone? No? All right, good. Okay, so now returning back to our first agenda item, I just want to throw open the floor to see if anyone has any ideas, comments, concerns, questions, things they want to see the Borough Service Cabinet address, maybe things you want to see us do differently, different structure, different topics of conversation. Again, this is meant to be a collaborative body for the agencies as well as for the district managers and the Borough President's office. So here's your shot.
I was wondering if you had an idea for what time
Yep. So after today's meeting, I'm going to send out the full calendar. I just want to triple check the dates one more time. But as of right now, it's looking like the January, April, September, and December meetings will be the full cabinet meetings. And everything in between will be the district managers and/or targeted agencies.
So that means if we're not on the agenda, the agency doesn't have.
If you're not on the agenda, if you're, for the 4 quarterly meetings, we'd still want everyone to come, okay? And that's the expectation. As the charter requires, the agencies to be here and be part of the service cabinet. For the meetings that are not the quarterly meetings, unless you are on the agenda, you do not have to come. Those meetings, we will try to schedule with specific agencies to come. Like last month, we had, an hour, 2 hours with the DEP commissioner. We talked about 4 or 5 different issues. We're going to try to do more of those types of meetings. And that doesn't require everyone else sitting around the room, just sitting here and doing nothing. So we will try to schedule those meetings in between as far advanced as possible to have the targeted agencies present. Any other questions? Any other ideas or things that the service cabinet you all want to see us take up, or issues you want to see us consider or work on, or our office to work on and help you, get your initiatives and agendas off the ground? I'm all ears. That's another good idea. Okay, terrific. We will definitely do it. I'm sorry, for some reason I can't find the name tags. I don't know where they went. It's a big mystery. Where I keep them always, they're not there. So we have to get to the bottom of that and figure out what happened. But yes, let's go around the room starting with here.
Sure. Good morning. Joe Karina Duarte from New York City Emergency Management. I'm a new outreach coordinator for the agency.
Dustin Ryder, New York City Emergency Management.
Manuel Rosario from the Public Library.
Joseph Suso, Deputy Chief, Brooklyn North Borough Sanitation.
Richard Ferraro, Deputy Chief, Brooklyn South Borough Sanitation.
Captain Tim Smith, Fire Department, Community Affairs.
Detective Yubi Ratan, representing Chief Madry for Patrol of Brooklyn North NYPD.
Andy Inglesby, NCA New York City Transit, Government and Community Relations.
Morning, Loretta Williams, ACS.
Josie Bartlett, NYCHA.
Natalie Leary, Director of Community Partnerships, DYCD.
Daniel Abramson, Mayor's Community Affairs Unit.
Karan Wood, Department of City Planning, Brooklyn Office.
Denise Palmer, Park Recreation Manager for Community Board 2.
Detective Berenice Vixamar, Patrol Borough Brooklyn South.
Juliette Lewis with Con Edison.
I'm Sheila Boyd. I'm the Director of Outreach for the New York City Department of Finance.
Fred Riley, the New York City Department of Consumer Affairs.
Robin Washington, New York City Department of Finance.
Leroy Branch, Brooklyn Borough Commissioner, GOT.
Amanda Willis, HRA.
Frank Fontana, Borough Coordinator with the Borough of Public Affairs and DEP. We assisting Denise with a couple of community boards in Brooklyn.
Denise Hubbard, DEP.
All right, great. I think we have some new faces here as well. Yeah, one more in the back.
Derek Slaughter, New York City, Fish Lucky Friends.
Great. Yeah, we have some new faces here, so welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. Like I said, it's going to be short and sweet. So unless you all have anything else you want to talk about, the next Borough Service Cabinet meeting will be January 12th, and that'll be a full cabinet meeting. The agenda for that is already closing up, so if you have anything you need to get on the calendar for like the winter or early spring, please let me know ASAP, and I will send out the calendar of events, of meetings later on this afternoon with the full schedule for 2016. Any other questions, concerns, you know how to find me, you know how to reach me, and that's it. Hope you guys have a great holiday season. Thank you.
Thank you.